Well, the question says drivers A and B traveled from town X to town Y. Driver A left town X at 9:30 a.m. with an average speed of 60 km per hour. Driver B left town X 1.5 hours later and overtook driver A at 2 p.m. If driver B reached town Y at 4 p.m., how far was driver A from town Y then? Firstly, we draw a chart like this for town X to town Y, and the starting point is town X. For driver A, it started at 9:30 a.m. So we put it down, and for driver B, it started at 11 a.m. because we were told that driver B started 1.5 hours after 9:30 a.m. And we know that actually both of them met at 2 p.m. because we are told that driver B overtook A at 2 p.m. and went on towards town Y. And driver B hit town Y first at 4 p.m. Okay, now we start to fill out the rest of the information such as speeds, distance, so on and so forth. For section A, section 1, that means from town X to the meeting point, time taken was 4.5 hours for driver A because 2 p.m. From 9:30 a.m. is 4.5 hours, and the speed given out was 60 km per hour. Okay, and that for driver B, we know that time taken is only 3 hours because he left at 11 a.m. and reached at 2 p.m. Distance covered is the same as distance covered by driver A. Then we know that distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. We have speed and time, so we do the calculations. So we are given that actually the distance from point X to the meeting point is 270 km, which was the same distance covered by driver B. And the speed taken by driver B was 270 km divided by 3 hours taken, and that gives us 90 km per hour. Okay, and we know that actually driver B went off first from the meeting point at 2 p.m. and it took him 2 hours to reach there from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the speed of 90 km per hour. So what is the distance from the meeting point to town Y? We do this calculation. Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time, and that is equal to 90 by 2, which is 180 km. This 180 km means the total distance that is from the meeting point at 2 p.m. to town Y. This is the same distance that is supposed to be covered by A. However, because A was moving more slowly, A was moving at 60 km per hour, slower than B. Okay, so at 4 p.m., 2 hours after 2 p.m., how far was A? A traveled a distance of speed multiplied by time equal to 60 km per hour multiplied by 2 hours. That gives 120 km travel. Okay, that means to say A did not reach town Y yet at 4 p.m. So how far was town for driver A from town Y? We take 180 km, subtract 120 km, and that gives us the distance difference of 60 km. That means to say at 4 p.m. driver A is 60 km away from town Y. Thank you for using Playmaths.com.